I wanted to share something I saw this week that I think a lot of CEOs will recognize in themselves. So it wasn't really a dramatic situation. There was nothing on fire. There was no crisis whatsoever. But what was revealed was something really important about why so many capable business owners feel like things are heavier than they should be. This came up in a conversation with a client. Let's call him Lake. And he runs a specialized service business. It's good business. It's a solid reputation. It's not new, and he's well known in his industry. And yet he opened the conversation by saying something super simple. The year started well and ended poorly with work. That sentence struck me because usually when someone says that, the issue isn't skill. It's not market demand. It's not even strategy yet. It's that something has quietly drifted out of alignment. And as we're talking, something small happened early in the call. He stopped to fix a cord under his mouse on his desktop. Totally normal, completely human action. But that moment told me everything. Because that's what an operator mode often looks like in established businesses. It's not chaos. It's not emergencies. It's just the attention being constantly pulled towards small, immediate things, while the bigger, more important, foundational stuff actually waits. That mouse cord became the metaphor for the whole year. Mike thought the problem was leads. I just need more leads, he would say. But that wasn't really true. The business didn't need more demand. It actually needed clear leadership and strong foundations. So instead of talking tactics, I asked him a different question. What do you actually want this business to look like by December 31st, 2026? And for the first time in the conversation, he actually slowed down. He talked about wanting a proper functioning office, wanting less dependence on him, wanting someone in the sales role as sales support, and taking a raise after years of holding back. And he wanted more time off and a business that felt intentional again. So that wasn't about growth. He does good revenue. It was actually about coming back to center. And when I asked him what had really stopped him from getting out, meeting people, and generating those leads, his answer was me not believing in myself. It's about his own identity. And as the conversation went deeper, something else started to reveal itself and become really clear. When Mike talks about his work, he doesn't just talk about specs or materials. He talks about meaning, talks about warmth, talks about connection. There's something almost spiritual in how he relates to what he builds. And then he said this, when I talk about that side, I win the job every time. So that was the moment. The problem wasn't positioning, it was permission. Once the alignment came back, structure then became incredibly obvious. Not more hustle, not more pressure. What he needed was to go back to the foundations. His website was down, and that was causing absolute invisibility for him. His sales follow-up lived in his head. So we weren't able to delegate And before chasing leads, we actually anchored into the numbers, the quotes, the close rates, the project values, the margins, not pressure him, but to actually be able to give him ground. And here's what I want you to hear if this sounds familiar. If everything feels urgent, you've lost your center. If your team is holding your focus together, you're still the bottleneck. If your website is down, your market is not ignoring you. It can't see you. And if you won't own your own edge, no amount of effort will replace it. So it isn't about doing more. It's about leading from inner authority instead of your emotional momentum. I'm going to leave you with one question. What are you fixing that is actually just the noise? And what foundations have been quietly asking for your attention? That's where your reset starts. And if this landed for you, share it with someone you know who's carrying too much. And if you want a simple place to start to build the ground into your business, you can go and grab all of my free CEO tools at carolsurbey.com. I'll see you next time.